Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? Are you fine? I'm Jan Ahmed Abdel Sadiq and today's model is physics. Now let's start by the first question in this model. The following table contains different fields of studies that are grouped into 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we have the group and we have the field of studies. Now which one of the following group number contains only the branch of physics? Only the branch of physics. Which one of the number only that have the branches of physics? Now we have here zoology, botany and optics. No, it's not correct because we have here botany. The same thing with number 2 because here we have botany. But in 3 what we have here, mechanics, heat and botany. The same thing, botany is not correct. In 4 we have mechanics, optics and heat. Yes, this is the branches of, all of these are what the branches of physics, right? So that means 4 is the correct answer. Then the correct answer for question number 1, it will be choice D, which is have number 4. Now question number 2, an object in a state of continuous change of position with respect to some point, the object is said to be what? It will be in a reference frame, right? Because it says an object in a state of continuous change of position with respect to some point. So the motion is said to be, the object is said to be what? In a reference frame. Okay, now question number 3. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by an object due to what? Due to its motion. Because it says kinetic energy is energy possessed by an object due to its motion. Now question number 4. What we have here? The moon's gravity is 1/6 of the gravity of the earth. Okay, we have here the formula. The gravity of the moon is equal to 1/6 gravity of the earth. Then what we have here in choice A, equal to its weight on the moon surface, and B, which is 6 times to its weight on the moon surface, or 1/6 of its weight on the moon surface, or 6 times to its mass on the moon surface. Now here what we will do, we have gravity of moon is equal to 1/6 times the gravity of earth, right? So what we will do here, the moon is equal to 1/6 times the gravity of the earth. Then we will multiply both sides by 6. Then cut 6 by 6. Then what we will have here, the gravity of the earth is equal to 6 times the gravity of the moon. So that means the correct answer, it will be 6 times to its weight on the moon surface. So the correct answer for question number 4, it will be choice B. Now question number 5. Torque is the measure of a force's tendency around a given axis to produce a what? Rectilinear motion, turning effect, free-form motion, or balanced system. The correct answer, it will be turning effect. Why? Because he said what? Torque is the measure of force's tendency around a given axis to produce a turning effect. Now question number 6. The reflection of sound that comes from hard surface object is known as echo. Now question number 7. A branch of electricity which deals about an important property of charges at rest is called, what it will be? It will be electrostatic. Why? Because he say charges at rest. So that means charges at rest is equal to what? Electrostatic. Now question number 8. What will be the equivalent distance of 1 kilometer covered by an athlete? It will be 0.001 meter, or 1 meter, or 100 meter, or 1000 meter. Now here we said we have 1 kilometer. When we convert 1 kilometer into meter, it will be 1000 meter. Okay, now question number 9. Which one of the following substance is a conductor? It will be iron. Now question number 10. Which one of the following statement is correct about inertia? It will be a resistance force against the relative motion of an object, or the tendency of an object to resist a change of its state. Yes, the correct answer for question number 10, it will be choice B. That's the tendency of an object to resist a change of its state. This is the correct about inertia. Now question number 11, which one of the following statements is correct about heat? Heat is the measure of the average kinetic energy. No, actually here temperature, so it's not correct. Heat is a form of energy that can be transferred from a hotter to a cooler body. Yes, this one is correct. This is the correct definition about heat. Now question number 12, a lever has an ideal mechanical advantage of 2. The distance from the fulcrum to the load is 50 centimeter. What is the distance from the fulcrum to the effort? Okay, now what we will do here, we have the mechanical advantage which is 2, or the ideal mechanical advantage which is velocity ratio. Why? Because ideal mechanical advantage is the same as velocity ratio, which is equal here, what we have 2, right? So that means is equal to 2. So that means velocity ratio we have is equal to 2, and we have the distance of load, which is S, the distance of L is equal to what? 50 centimeter, right? So we need to find the distance of the fulcrum, or the distance of the effort. And velocity ratio, we know the formula, which is VR is equal to SE over SL, right? So here in place of velocity ratio we'll put 2 is equal to SE, that we don't know what it will be, the distance of effort, over SL, which is the load distance, it will be 50 centimeter. Then crisscross, when you make crisscross, the answer it will be SE is equal to what? 2 times 50, it will be it will be 50, it will be divided by 2. Why? Because here the formula is equal to what? VR is equal to SE over SL, so that means the correct answer it will be 25 centimeter. No, actually it will be 100 centimeter. Why? Because 2 times 50 it will be 100. SE is equal to 100. And we can check also here what we have in velocity ratio 2, right? Over what? We have 50 and we have 100. 50 which is the SL distance, but we have in SE which is 100 over 50. So here cut 0 by 0, and here by 1, and here by 2. So that means 2 is equal to 2, which is true, is correct. So that means the correct answer for question number 12, it will be choice A, which is 100 centimeter. Okay, now question number 13, what we have here, which one of the following units is not used to express work? Of course it will be work times distance. Okay, now in question number 14, what we have here, consider A, B and C contains the same amount of water vapors in a solid. The average kinetic energy of the particles of water in the containers is kinetic energy, 1 kinetic energy, 2 kinetic energy and 3 kinetic energy respectively. Which one of the following statement is correct about the temperature of the water in each container? We have in choice A, the water in the 3 containers has the same temperature. No, they don't have the same temperature. Okay, in choice B, what we have, the water in container A and B has the same temperature. No, they don't have the same temperature. Okay, in choice C, the temperature of water in container A is greater than the container C. No, it's not correct. Okay, what we have here, the one which is left, D, that the temperature of water is in container C is greater than the container B. Yes, because here we have 3 kinetic energy and in B we have 2 kinetic energy. So that means the correct answer for question number 14, it will be choice D. Okay, now question number 15, sound is produced when there is dash of objects, when there is what? Vibrations of objects. Okay, now question number 16, the figure below shows vertically trample from point A here Okay, reaches a maximum height at point B. Okay, and then falls back to point C. Okay, then energy of the pole is transformed from pure potential energy to pure kinetic energy when the pole moves from where? It will be from B to C. That means the correct answer for question number 16, it will be choice C. Okay, now in question number 17, tie a string at the midpoint of a cylindrical magnet, suspend the magnet away from other magnets and magnetic objects. When the magnet comes to rest, it line up in a north-south direction as a result of what? Magnetic nature of the earth, or spherical shape of the earth, or atmospheric pressure of the surroundings, or acceleration due to gravity of the earth. The correct answer, it will be magnetic nature of the earth. Okay, now here in question number 18, which one of the following statement is correct about primary and secondary cells of potential source? In choice A, what we have here, both cells are rechargeable, both cells are non-rechargeable, primary cells are rechargeable whereas secondary cells are non-rechargeable. No, the reverse thing, that secondary cells are rechargeable whereas primary cells are non-rechargeable. So the correct answer for question number 18, it will be choice D. Okay, now in question number 19, heating of an object may increase in its size. The main reason for its increment is the what? Expansions of particles inside an object, contraction of particles inside an object, or kinetic energy of particles in an object becomes less, or movement of particles in an object become slower and closer. The correct answer, it will be expansions of particles inside an object, right? Because heating of an object may increase in its size. The main reason for its increment is the expansion of particles inside an object. Now question number 20, we have a data here. The graph below shows the position of a moving car and corresponding time taken. Okay, we have here the position, which is in meter, and time, which is in second. Now, which one of the following statement is not correct about the motion of the car? The velocity of the car between positions is what? Now he said which one is not correct. Okay, we have A and B is 2 meters per second. A and B is 2 meters per second. Here we have 8 over 4, it will be by 1, and here by 2, so it's correct. Okay, left it. Then we have in choice B and C is 1 meter per second. B and C. What we have here, B and C, which is 7, which is 8, and we have here 8, so 8 divided by 8, it will be 1, so it's correct, 1 meter per second. Then left it. Now what we have here in choice C, B and C is 0.5 meter per second. B and C is 0.5 meter per second. Yes, that's correct also. Then what we have here, CD is 0 meter per second. CD is 0 meter per second. We have here 8, we have here 10. Then 10 minus 8, 2 over 10, it should be 5. So that means choice D is not correct, because it said C and D is 0 meter per second. No, it's not correct. So D, the one which is not correct about the motion of the car. Okay, now in question number 21, the frictional force between the contact surface of two objects is due to the what? Applied force to displace objects, roughness of object surface in contact, mass of an object in contact, or the oil between the object contact surface. The correct one will be the oil between the object contact forces. Now question number 22, in question number 21, the correct answer it will be roughness, because it says the frictional force between the contact forces. So the correct one, it will be roughness of object surface in contact. Okay, number 22, which one of the following statement is correct about acceleration and velocity? Velocity is a scalar where the acceleration is a vector. False, both of them are vector. Velocity is vector where the acceleration is a scalar. False, both of them are vector. Both velocity and acceleration are scalars, but no, both are vectors, not scalars. So that means choice D is the correct answer. Both velocity and acceleration are vectors. Okay, now in question number 23, what we have here, a boy stands 85 meters away from a canyon wall. He shouts and hears the echo of his voice 0.5 seconds later. What is the speed of the sound? Now here, the speed of the sound, the formula is equal to what? V times T over 2, right? So that means we need to find the speed, which is V. So the formula here, it will be changed. V is equal to 2S. 2S, that means the distance. 2S over T. Then what we have the distance? We have 85 meters, right? 85 meters times what it will be S, I mean what it will 85 times 2 over what it will be T, which is times 0.5 second. Then after multiply 8 and divide 8, you will get the correct answer, which it will be 340 meter per second. Okay, now question number 24. If an object X exerts a force of an object that, then the object that must exert a force of equal in magnitude and opposite in direction on object X. The statements refer to as which law of Newton? Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, the law of action and reaction, or the law of inertia? The correct answer, it will be the law of action and reaction, which is in the third law of motion. Okay, now question number 25. Pressure is the amount of force acting what? Per unit area, per unit volume, multiplied by unit area, or multiplied by unit volume? The correct answer, it will be what here? We have already pressure is equal to what? Force over area. So pressure is inversely proportional to A. So that means pressure is the amount of force acting per unit area. Okay, now in question number 26, it says the bouncing of light rays when it encounters a different medium is defined as what? It will be the reflection. Now question number 27, the area of a rectangular plate is 80 centimeters squared. Okay, whose length was measured to be 16 centimeters. What is the weight of the plate? It will be 5.0 centimeters. Because when you will divide 8 centimeters squared over 16, you will get 5.0. Okay, now question number 28. Symbols that represent powers of 10 are called what? Are called prefix. Now question number 29. Which one of the following is not the application of atmospheric pressure? Syringe, rubber sac, stethoscope, siphon. The answer, it will be stethoscope. That is not an application of atmospheric pressure, but syringe, rubber sac, and siphon are applications of atmospheric pressure. Now question number 30. The current flowing between end points of a metallic conductor is proportional to the applied potential difference between these endpoints is known as what? Ohm's law, Faraday's law, law of magnetism, or law of electrostatics? The correct answer, it will be the Ohm's law, because why it says the current flowing between endpoints of a metallic conductor is proportional to the applied potential difference between these endpoints is known as Ohm's law. Okay, now question number 31. The following graph represents the velocity as a function of time for a moving ball. Okay, then what is the slope of the graph? The slope of the graph, it will be negative 10. It will be 5.0. Negative 5.0, right? Because what we have here, because it's going down, so it will be negative 10 over 2. So that means here 1 and here 5. so negative 5, but here 0.0, that means negative 5.0 meter per second square. So that means the correct answer for question number 31, it will be negative 5.0 meter per second square. Now question number 32, the acceleration of moving object is uniform when it moves with what? Constant velocity throughout its motion, or increasing velocity throughout its motion, or decreasing velocity throughout its motion, or constant rates of change of velocity. The correct answer will be constant velocity throughout its motion, because it says the acceleration of a moving object is uniform when it moves with constant velocity throughout its motion. Now question number 33, the figure below shows different parts of an AC generator. Okay, the numbers 1 and 4 in the above, here what we have, here 1 and here 4, right? Indicate parts of what? It will be 1, which is the coil here, okay, and in 4 we have the carbon brush. So that means the correct answer for question number 33, in respectively 1 it is coil, and in 4 it is carbon brush. So the correct answer for question number 33 will be choice C. Now question number 34, in optics, Fermat's principle of light states that what? The path taken by a ray of light between any 2 points in a medium is always the path that takes the shortest time. Yes, this one is the Fermat's principle. Okay, now question number 35. The amount of heat losses from an object covered by insulator materials reduces because the insulated materials what? Absorb heat from the surrounding and emit it to the insulated object? No. Absorb heat from the insulated object and emit it to the surrounding? Yes, this one is the correct answer. Okay, now question number 36. If there is an interruption in the path of the current in a given circuit, then the what? Then the circuit is open along the path, or the circuit is closed along the path, or the circuit contains an emitter along the path, or circuit contains a light bulb along the path. The correct answer, it will be circuit is open along the path. Why? Because it says if there is an interruption in the path of the current in a given circuit, so there will be a circuit, that means the circuit is open along the path. Okay, now question number 37. Which one of the following statement is correct about the mechanism of heat transfer from hot body to cold body? It will be conduction takes place by means of successive collision between neighboring particles. This one is the correct one, which is choice A. Okay, now question number 38. Which one of the following statements is correct about the characteristics of convex lens? They are what? They are thicker at the middle and thinner at the edge. This is the correct one about convex. Okay, now question number 39. A regular shaped solid object of density 8.9 gram over centimeter cube is inserted into a measuring cylinder containing 25 centimeter cube of water, and then the level of the water rises into 60 centimeter cube. What is the mass of the object? After adding all of them and divided by 8.9, you will get the answer 756.5 gram. Okay, now question number 40. Which of the following light bulbs has the largest current throughout it when operated at the given rated power and voltage? It will be 8 watt and 6 volt, which is correct. Now question number 41. The figure below shows an electromagnet of solenoid. Okay, we have here 1 and we have here 2. The number 1 and 2 represents dash and dash of electromagnet regions respectively. What it is? It will be here north and here south. So that means north and south poles respectively. Now let's go for question number 42. It says what here? The ratio of areas of the two movable positions of a hydraulic press is 1/6. If the applied force on the smaller side piston is 32 Newton, what will be the force exerted by the larger side piston? Here what it will be, we have here 16 and we have 32 times 16 by 32, you will get 512 Newton, which will be the correct answer. Now in question number 43, the table below gives the value of first and second band multiplier and tolerance of different colors for color coding resistors. Okay, we have this table. Let the resistance of color coded material is 2000 kilo ohm. What will be the colors that represent the resistor read from left to right? It will be red. It will be red, then black, red, then black, then green, then silver. So that means the correct answer here, it will be red, black, green and silver. Okay, now let's go for question number 44. Which one of the following dimensional expression is correct for heat? It will be m L the power of 2 times T the power of -2, which is in choice A. Okay, now let's go for the last question, question number 45. The nature of an object image is real, inverted and diminished, and then the location of the object position is what? Where F is the focal point of lenses. We have here choice A, beyond 2F of a concave lens, or beyond 2F of a convex lens, or at 2F of a concave lens, or at 2F of a convex lens. First of all, beyond 2F it will be real, inertial and diminished, which is for concave. That means it will be point 2F of a convex lens, which is choice B. Okay, now this was the last answer for the last question in this model. Inshallah, in the coming videos we are gonna to solve more models with you, and I hope that you benefit from this video. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Goodbye.